Try to get out there and vote. It doesn't matter what candidate you support. Get out there. Let your voice be heard, all right? Let your voice be heard. All right, so we're going to do a little interactive video. I thought about this about a week ago, but basically it's going to show how Trump does not need Pennsylvania necessarily to win this election. Now, before I continue, a lot of you are probably going to think, well, how's that possible? Pennsylvania is usually the eye of every candidate's eye. The apple in every candidate's eye. They're going to go, well, I need to win this. I need to win Pennsylvania. Well, normally, yes. In a normal election cycle, that'll be true. But because of the way the map is set up, because of the way Trump has gained so much support over the last couple of weeks to a month, really since his campaign started, even through all the legal issues he had, he was still having support. But we're going to show here, or at least I am, how Harris needs to win Pennsylvania to win this election and how Trump necessarily doesn't have to. All right, so we're going to start. And by the way, before I continue as well, Trump is leading every battleground state within the margins, but still, he's winning every battleground state except for Michigan. So we're going to give Michigan to Harris because, she's leading. And let's presume it'll stay that way. All right, we'll go leans Democrat. So right here, right away, 230 to 219, right? They probably feel good right now, the Harris campaign. Georgia, Trump is leading within the margins, but let's say he holds Georgia, which I expect him to do. All right, so hold on. All right, leans Republican, which, okay, come on. Come on, Georgia. Work with me. All right, we'll come back to that. But imagine Georgia's red. North Carolina, right? North Carolina, Trump is leading slightly, but leading. Leans Republican, right? That puts him ahead. He'd already be ahead because Georgia's red too. So let's try again with Georgia. If that doesn't work, we'll go to a different state. Okay. Arizona. Now, mind you, we're going just with what the polls are showing as far as Trump leading. So Arizona, Nevada, right? Very popular down south in those southern states, mainly on the issues of immigration. Minnesota, Wisconsin. Well, actually, if Georgia cooperates here, let's see. Sorry, y'all. I know this is taking up time. Hold on. Come on, Georgia. This is foreshadowing, right? Georgia's going to give us the hardest time. All right, come on. Let's be real here, Georgia. Come on. Stop playing around. All right. So as you can see there, Trump would win the election just based off that. That's without Pennsylvania and without Wisconsin. So that means he wins North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. If he does that, and Minnesota. If he does that, he wins this election pretty comfortably. And Wisconsin, he's leading as well. Come on, there we go. Right? And he's leading in Pennsylvania. Sorry, I don't know why Alabama was selected. He's also leading in Pennsylvania as well. So already this is a landslide victory for Trump. And New England, I guess we'll let Harris have this one. All right, so as you can see here, landslide victory, Trump wins 307 to 231, right? That's assuming everything plays out the way the map is right now. But let's say it doesn't do that. Let's say, and let's go back to the beginning, right? So let's say he holds Georgia like we expect, right? Let's hope Georgia cooperates now. All right. Oops. Sorry, y'all. All right. Georgia. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is making the video a lot worse. All right. North Carolina. Let's say he holds that. Let's say, well, Georgia. Again, we'll go back to there. Because I think he'll win Georgia. Come on, Georgia, you're ruining the video. There we go. Just gotta give it a little tough love, you know? All right, so 251, right? Now let's say, like I said, she's winning Michigan. So let's go likely Democrat for that one, right? That gives her 230, right? So now there's 57 toss-up, right? Let's say he wins Wisconsin, which he's expected to. Trump, let's say he wins that. And let's say he wins Nevada, right? That puts him at 267. Let's say Harris takes Pennsylvania like we all expect, or like some expect, right? Traditionally a blue state. 249. She has to win Arizona and Minnesota to win this election. She has to. But let's say Trump wins those races. Let's say he wins. Boom. He wins the election based off that. Which shows you how important Pennsylvania is for Harris. Because she cannot win this presidency without Pennsylvania. Because everything ties into it. Whereas Trump, as you can see, he doesn't have to win Pennsylvania. He doesn't even have to win Minnesota. Let's play that one. Let's say by some miracle she flips that. It's still 278 to 259, or it'll be 260 because of this New England delegate. But the point is, he doesn't need Pennsylvania. But he has to win. Well, actually, no, let's do the other way, right? Let's do it the other way. Let's say she flips Arizona, right? Which is not impossible, but let's say she flips it. Now she'll win the election. That's all she has to do. That's one of the scenarios. But again, that's with Pennsylvania. That is with Pennsylvania in her back pocket. But let's say Trump wins Pennsylvania, which could happen. Unlikely, but it could happen. He is leading. And let's say Harris takes North Carolina. What happens? Let's say she flips North Carolina. Trump still wins. So, again, let's say Trump maintains his hold on North Carolina, right? But let's say she flips Wisconsin. Let's just say she does, right? Unlikely, but let's say she does do that. Trump still wins by a pretty good margin. Let's even give her Nevada. Let's even say, yo, you can take Nevada, right? Let's see what happens there. Trump still wins. So she can literally have Nevada, Arizona, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. But if she doesn't win Pennsylvania, she doesn't win the election. Whereas Trump, as I showed before, I'm going to show it again, he doesn't necessarily need Pennsylvania to win this election. So let's go back to what I said before. Let's say she takes Pennsylvania, but he holds Wisconsin, right? Come on, there we go. He holds Wisconsin and he holds Arizona. That right there puts him at 272. That's it. He can lose Nevada. He can lose Minnesota. Right? He can lose Michigan. He can lose Pennsylvania. He can still win. And again, let's go back to what I said before. The states that he's leading in, right? But let's say, like I said, let's say she flips Minnesota. That could happen. And so all I'm showing you here is the path to victory and how hard it is for Harris and why she needs Pennsylvania. She needs Pennsylvania to win. If not Pennsylvania, she has to flip 2 other states to have a chance. So that just shows you the path that's hardest for her. Whereas Trump, he can say, look, as long as I hold North Carolina and Georgia, everything else is in play. And that's what the Trump campaign is banking on. She can have Arizona and Nevada and even Wisconsin, but let me take Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia, this race is over. Or if I don't need Pennsylvania, which I probably won't, he could say to himself, well, I could just take I can take Georgia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Arizona. So it just shows you the path to victory for Harris is harder for her than Trump, which is why Trump is so calm in the campaign, because he knows that his path to victory is a lot easier and more likely as opposed to hers. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the lag at times with the states, but hope you gained some valuable information. Again, go out there and vote, everybody. Let your voice be heard. Like this video, subscribe, follow my channel, follow my TikTok. I believe it's in the I believe my TikTok is in the in my bio. If not, I'll put it in the description below. But everybody out there, be safe and go vote, okay?